Hello and welcome back to another Diablo Immortal video. So in this video we're going to be playing Fractured Plane. So that's one of the events that comes around in this game, and it's one of my favourite events in the game. I've done a let's play of it previously. I think it wasn't the last time but the time before that, and this time I'm going to do another playthrough. So you get quite a few rewards for doing this. So if you click on the events tab and then click on the Fractured Plane, you'll get quite a lot of seals of triumph, which you'll want to get to just bump up your event center rewards, just to make sure you definitely get the Telluric Pearl and the gems and legendary gem at the end. It's one reason to not skip doing these events, just making sure you get these easy to claim rewards along the way by getting these event tokens. They're called Seals of Triumphs, and Fractured Plane's a nice easy way to pick up quite a few of these Seals of Triumph just to get those rewards. So I'm going to be jumping in. I haven't done this yet this time round, so let's see what skills we are. Ah, lovely, fantastic. This is a really good one. So it's a full-on summon build, and it's been a really long time since Fractured Plane had a full-on summon build for Necromancer, and when it does come around it's just really good fun. You can get a really good time as well. So we've got Bone Spear, Command Skeletons, Command Golem, Skeletal Mage, and Bone Armor. Pretty much a perfect combination for Fractured Plane. This is going to be really fun. So let's jump in. And as you can see here, if you clear floor 4, you get a chest. Same with floor 8. When you get to the end, floor 12, you get a chaotic chest, which has some rewards. And you'll get some legendary items for finishing this as well. So let's jump in. So I do hope they continue to make some updates to Fractured Plane, and hope it's not one of those events that just goes stale and just stays like this pretty much. I hope they are thinking of things they can add. And the last time they added these affixes and a few extra shrines that you can get some bonuses, which was really cool. So this mode is better than it used to be when it first came out. So let's jump in. So this is going to be super fun. Just going to throw these summons out here with bone armor as well. Try not to get too overconfident though, because there are some really sneaky enemies that tend to hit really hard, more than you expect, and especially some bosses as well. So even though I have got bone armor and I have got all these summons, I've got to try not to get too overconfident. And remember that you can cast bone armor on your summons as well. Oh, hang on, are there any enemies on the floor still? No. Sometimes you get these little slug-like enemies. They can stay around. Sometimes when you're clicking on the equipment rack, they'll be attacking you. And I don't like either of these two essences. They also need to update Fractured Plane to have the latest essences for the classes as well. Because obviously we've got a lot of new essences since the last round of Fractured Plane updates. It would be nice to get those new essences in this as well, if they're not already in. I don't think they are. Okay, so Skeletal Mage damage, yeah, that's a good one. Let's grab that, and that also gives me an extra amount of damage, sorry. That'll give me some more damage. Oh, so this is really cool. So this is what they added in the last round of updates, where you get these chaotic outers randomly, and I'm going to go for the middle one for the sort of grace set. Continual damage might come in handy if I get something like burn from Command Golem. I think that might help. I'm trying to think what else will benefit that essence, that set item. Sorry, I got stuck there for a second. I don't know what happened. I couldn't move. I don't know if one of the enemies cast something. Okay, so I didn't see what blessing that was. I mean, sorry, what essence? It was Starfire, so I got Starfire essence. Just a really good one. Let's head down into the next floor. And if you look on the right hand side of the screen, you've got your map for those who haven't played this before. On the left hand side, you can see your affixes, your blessings, your essences, how many sort of coins that you've got. So there's lots of stats there on the left hand side. When you get to the center, you can choose to spend 36 chaos coins to heal, or you can spend your coins on the broker to get any specific essences that you want, or you can get some shard of fortune, which I'll be getting. which levels you up. You can get up to level 10 in Fractured Plane. And the higher the level, the better, of course. We're going to try and get as high as you can early on. I'm loving this loadout for Fractured Plane this time round. It's going to make it really easy to get the time rewards, where you have to not get any basically you can't die and you still have to finish it within like 23 minutes. I can't remember what the time is. I think it's 23. I'll have a check afterwards when we have a look at the rewards. Just hope I don't get hit with lag. The server's been lagging for quite a few people. We attempted Gauntlet 3 yesterday and we had a good enough team, but we just weren't able to complete it just because of lag. It was just horrible on the last boss fight, and everyone was seeing it as well. Today's Shadow War was dreadful as well, and everyone was complaining about lag in clan chat. So it is a bit of a shame. Kind of need them to sort out performance issues. That's why whenever we get the bug fixes that come in on the Tuesday, we get the bug fix notes. I always look out for what kind of performance fixes there are. Last time it was in Storm Point. So yeah, this time I hope that they put some fixes elsewhere. So I just picked up an upgrade there for my weapon, and that's changes my golem to be a fire golem that deals burn. So that sort of damage over time with the burn effects, which I'm hoping will be useful on the bosses. You can see Starfire Shard firing down from the heavens there. And I think I'm just going to go in with Chaos Coins. Okay, at the broker I'm just going to spend some coins on shards to get 2 more levels straight away. And I've already got full health, so I'm not worried about the health. This boss should be okay. This boss does hit really hard though, and don't underestimate his reach. That reach is pretty deadly. I'm sure those of you who have got this boss in Challenger Rift know about this as well. He can take you out quite easily at the end of the Challenge Rift. Wow, that boss went down so quick compared to previous Fractured Plane runs. I'm going to go with Shalbas to increase my primary damage. That's a really good one actually. Okay, flying through this at the moment, so it tells you on the right hand side where the map is that we're on level 4 and there's 12 in total. Let's see if we can buy. Oh, we can't afford any more shards. That's fine, let's carry on going. Okay, going to take out some of these elites first. Just get them out of the way, just because they deal more damage. Threw my summons into the group of elites. That's taken all down apart from I think 1. And we'll take out some of these smaller enemies. Interesting that they had Bone Spear as the main primary attack for this loadout instead of Soul Fire. But it's probably nicer for the bosses. Come on, skeletons, damage. No, I don't want to replace that. I think I'm going to stick to the Molten Golem. That's going to be more useful for the burn effects rather than the command skeleton damage. Just because that dealing damage over time, especially on the bosses, is going to come in most handy. I mean, even if I didn't have bone armor, this would have still been a really cool Fractured Plane loadout. Either I probably would have got something else. I don't know what else would have been fun. Dark Curse maybe? Dark Curse would have been a good one with this. There's the Dark Curse essence where you get that eye and the enemies focus on the eye as a distraction. That's one which I always go for in Fractured Plane. So Command Golem duration, I think I'm going to go for that. Because we've got the burn essence. Let's increase his duration as well so he stays around for longer, causing that burn damage. I've got to try not to get too overconfident. I've got my ultimate, but I'm probably going to save that for another group of elites or a boss. Perfect. So this is the one that you definitely want to go for. Parting Gift, where bone armor now grants you and all nearby party members 5 charges of damage immunity. that is the one to get. Once you get that in Fractured Plane, you are sorted. For a Necromancer, that is. So I'm pretty much onto a fantastic start here with Fractured Plane, especially getting bone armor with the 5 damage immunity, which also applies to my summons, and you have a full summon build. So this is, you know, really cool. Part of the Eternal War update, we get a really cool Fractured Plane loadout for Necromancer. Definitely don't miss this out if you're a Necromancer, it's just so easy to do. And I don't think, yeah, actually, let's go for this. Command Golem also deals 14.5 additional damage for the harmful effects that they have. And I think burn does count for the harmful effect. So I'm going to definitely stick to the Molten Golem. Now definitely be careful of these enemies. So in previous Fractured Planes, I've done alright, and sometimes the enemies that spawn from these chests have killed me. Especially if they spawn all around you and they deal some massive damage. A Howler's Essence there. So yeah, when you find one of these chests, click it and run back. Don't stay where you are. You can get outnumbered really easily. And it is quite annoying. I'm seeing very slight lag. Nothing which is making this unplayable so far, but I don't want to speak too soon. I'd rather get to the end of this before the lag gets too bad. Okay, so this one is slightly higher damage just by 1. No, I think I'm going to go for this, and it's only 1 extra, but why not? So we're missing leg piece at the moment. Hopefully we get a leg piece. If not, when we get to level 10 or 11, I will get a leg piece from the Chaos Broker. Should I have enough coins? Okay, let's see if this has got a leg piece. Nope. But, oh, now this is tempting. I kind of want that burn damage. But this is 137 damage. And, oh no, that's a tough one. I'm going to stick with the burn damage actually, just because of the damage over time. Might be a bad choice, but that damage over time is very useful. See, what I'm doing is I'm mainly thinking about the bosses, and having that golem just thrown into a boss doing burn damage and gives me a bit of breathing room to step back. So for example, I'm just going to throw that, the same boss, throw that golem in here, do bone armor on my summon, step back, and then let the golem do the burn damage. I'd rather have that continuous damage over time burn effect over my command skeletons just dealing a little bit more damage. So you can see the range of that hit that the boss did. I was quite far away and he hit me, took half of my health. I'm going to go for critical hit chance increased by 10%. Okay, so I'm going to have to heal because of that boss damage. And do we have a nice leg piece? Not there. Let's do 1 refresh. Okay, we have 1 leg piece, which, oh, perfect. Bone armor duration increased by 30%. Perfect. I'm going to equip that. That's given me some extra life as well. Cool, so bone armor sorted with the 5 damage immunity essence as well as increased duration. Chaos Outer, skill cooldown. Actually, no. No, I'm going to go for primary attack damage increased. Just to bump up the damage a bit more. I've already got, I don't really mind about the cooldown. Got 19-second cooldown for bone armor, but as you can see, look, it's still hanging around. 10 seconds is still there. Let's see when it wears off. 7, 6, 5, 4. There we go. Bone armor wore off and still had... It was only 3 seconds cooldown when bone armor wore off, so I don't really need the extra skill cooldown. So this is where the chest is. I need to be careful here. I'm going to click it, run back, bone armor, cast my summons, because you can so easily get overrun on the enemies that spawn from that chest. When you haven't got a summon build in Fractured Plane with Necromancer, those chests are deadly, especially if you've got a build which is just like bone spikes and bone wall or something like that, dark curse. Okay. So that's made up for the coins I spent on the leg piece and the health. And I've got a spiteful essence as well. Okay, so let's see what the Chaos Broker has. Can level up once, we'll level 8, and then next time I'll get to 9. I won't spend anything on gear. I don't need it. I think I'm pretty much set now. So I'm just going to look out for upgrades of the existing gear that I have. And I'm not really going to spend anything at the Chaos Broker. In terms of gear, I'm just going to get my level up to 10 now and focus on that. What do we have here? Bone armor instead, summons 3 bone spikes, and see, this isn't too bad. If it had more damage, I would have probably gone with Golem takes 29% of your incoming damage. I don't know why they did 29% and not just rounded up to 30. That's a bit weird.
I must wait.
Okay, level cleared. And this isn't too bad as well. Your skeletal champions are replaced with skeletal archers. That, if it had more damage, I would have got that. Just because it means they stay back and attack, which I quite like. We've got another chest here, so another one to be careful of. So I'm going to basically cast my summons, do bone armor. Oh, got rid of the summon there. The column disappeared. Never mind, it's back. I've got bone armor on, I think it was the mages. And basically stay back on the enemies that come from these chests because they're quite deadly. Cool, and lots of loot. Svensson's essence. So this is one of my favourite modes in the game because of the randomness of the loot that you get. You never know what you're going to get. You don't know what essences you're going to get. You don't know if you're going to get like a chaos shrine in the next area that you walk into. And why have we got this boss 3 out of 3 times? That's really weird. Let's risk using an ultimate. When I get hit once, I'm going to move back. Perfect. So I used up my ultimate and I kept it fairly safe. And this boss is melting now. With the amount of summons I've got, the burn damage, the ultimate, everything. Cool. Let's see what we get from this Chaos Altar. Increase your damage. I'm not really doing a dash skill, so I'm going to do summons deal 30% more damage because this is a summon heavy build. Okay, round 10. Now I've got enough Chaos coins, so I don't mind healing up. And obviously the next time round we'll get to level 10. Level 10. Okay, we've got some yellows and blues here, so I'm gonna be careful. Stand a little back, circle around this enemy because he's got that targeting spell. If you stay still, that will hit you quite hard. Someone's dealing that extra 30% damage as well. Got the burn damage. Got the mages going in and the skeletal champions, bone armor. Got pretty much an amazing setup here. Bone armor has the 5 damage immunity and the cooldown isn't too bad either. Okay, last lot of enemies, just the yellows. You can see the burn damage on them as well. Level cleared. Pick up all the loot. No, I'm not going to get anything there. Not really keen on getting that Reaper. So I had to backtrack here. Lost me a little bit of time. So technically if I keep this up, it'll be the no resurrection award, but you don't get that until you play it a second time round, so you have to finish Fractured Plane. Then you got to do it again without dying to get the full rewards. I want the burn, so I'm just going to click with the... Yeah, stick to Chaos Coins because I want the burn effect. I'll only upgrade the Golem if I get a better burn essence. Let's go behind these enemies. The speed of the mages is really good actually. They're casting really fast.
Not yet.
There we go. Took a while to bring that guy down. So this is a really good one actually. So Bone Spear also poison enemies, but unfortunately cancels out burn, which is also damage over time. But if I didn't have the Golem, I would have gone with this Bone Spear one. It's a really good one. Okay, this should be the last level. So last area for level 10, and then we will upgrade the character level to 10. And then finish off level 11, and level 12 is just a boss. Oh, skeletal mage duration. Oh yeah, I didn't realise the current one I've got equipped is command golem duration. I thought it was damage for some reason. Let me see, this one I don't need. Oh no, I did remember. I think I did say it was duration. Yeah, so command golem stays around for longer. And he deals the burn effect. So if I have a look at on the left hand side before we go into level 11, so fortitude rating 9, resurrections 5, chaos coins 1531, blessings got 2, we've got grace and childbus, and then we've got critical hit chance, primary attack damage increased by 15%, summons deal 30% more damage, and essences we've got starfire, howlers, spiteful and svensson. Let's head into this level. Level 10, so we're maxed out. This should be fun.
Right.
And the ultimate is back again. I could use the ultimate on some elites. But the only thing I don't want to risk is getting in too close this early on this level and then losing some health. And then having to play really safe for the rest of this level. I may end up saving that ultimate for the boss if I can get a few sneaky hits in and run back. I wonder if we'll get the same boss again. We've had him every single time so far. This is what we wanted. So look at that, 27 damage to 179 damage for the command golem that now burns. That is a fantastic upgrade, keeping the essence that I want. So the one thing I need to upgrade is the shoulder piece, so I can do that when I'm at the Chaos Broker before the very last fight. Okay, so we've got command skeleton damage increase, which I don't need, and command skeleton damage increased. Actually, I could. No, actually, yeah, I get extra damage. Just do that. Extra damage overall. I lose the harmful effects essence, but overall, I'll get more damage from the golem and from myself. Getting pushed back there. That's why I was sort of on the edge of the map there. I think it was, no, it wasn't ice, it was one of the moves that they were doing. Like a wind attack. Something hit me quite hard there. Yeah, that was a bit risky. Got hit quite hard. A poison golem here, that's also good as well. The poison golem, if it had more damage I might have done that. And then we've got the stone golem, which I'm going to skip. Get the chaos coins, heal, and then look at the chaos broker. Okay, so we'll heal first. Always heal first. And then look in the chaos broker. So it was a shoulder piece which I wanted to upgrade. So let's hit, actually, let's see if there's anything useful here. Refresh, and I'm just going to upgrade the shoulder piece and then just go in. If I do find a shoulder, there we go. Damage increase each time to defeat an enemy. No, I'm going to kill a boss, so I don't really need that essence because there's only going to be one enemy. Okay, what about this one here? Increase all damage you deal by 5% for each skeletal mage you've got active. There we go, let's go for that. I'm not going to bother buying or looking around for any other upgrades because what I've got is pretty decent. So let's just jump straight into level 12 boss. So get the summons up, get bone armor on them. Shade of Destruction. It's not a bad boss at all. That's an easy one. I'm glad it's not the summoner or the one that we used to have before. This guy's going to melt. And there we go. That's the final boss completed for Fractured Plane. Level 12 is the last level. Success, 20 minutes 6 seconds. And I was sort of talking at various times throughout that as well. And here are the equipped items that I had. And these are the blessings that I received. So if we close that. Okay, so now when you're back at the Fractured Plane entrance, make sure you click on it because you'll see the chests glowing up here, the rewards. So you click on each of the chests here to claim your rewards. And I've leveled up as well. Onward. There we go. And then click on the last one. So this is basically where you can sort of pick your reward. You can sort of choose if you just want main hand or chest, for example. There's nothing that I really need, so I'm just going to just click anything. Randomly receive reward. There you go. And then what you do is make sure you visit the events menu and then click on the Fractured Plane. And just that one run, we can see we've got kill 1 monster, complete 8 levels this week, complete level 12. Oh, you do get these now. I think this changed. It wasn't like this before. I actually can't remember when this changed, but unless it was a long time ago and I didn't realise. But before, when Fractured Plane first came out, you had to finish it once, and then these popped up. Then you had to do Fractured Plane again to get these rewards. This means I don't have to run it again to get these rewards. I just need to, well, just do an extra few, sort of 12 levels. But you can do, for example, like 4 and exit and 4 and exit. But I'll just go right to the end because it was a quick and easy summon build. But you can go ahead and claim each of these. So complete level 12 within 30 minutes and only using 1 resurrection. So we didn't use any resurrections at all. Click on all of those. And all I need to do is just run one more full run of Fractured Plane, get to the end, and I'll get the remaining rewards. And that is it. So a really, really fun Fractured Plane for Necromancer this time round, having a summon build and bone armor. Got really lucky with the affixes and the chaos shrines and all that stuff as well, and the essences. And yeah, I really enjoyed that. So that's a good example of a really fun mode they added in this game, a bit like Survivor's Bane, but I think I prefer Fractured Plane more than Survivor's Bane, and there's less technical issues as well. So hope you enjoyed watching that one. That was Fractured Plane. Check it out yourselves, and good luck with your other classes as well. Obviously I don't know what the other classes are like. Hopefully you have some cool loadouts. And yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.